Crate. Today we're going to talk about a microphone. Now this microphone that comes in your kit is on a PCB board and has a couple of extra components that are already attached to it, which we'll address in a minute. But first I want to talk to you about exactly how a microphone works. A microphone is basically a transducer that takes sound and turns it into an electrical signal. There are a couple of different types of microphones, dynamic microphone, a condenser microphone, a piezoelectric microphone, and in this case this is an electret microphone. Like a dynamic microphone, for example, actually has a coil of wires around it, and so as that sound pressure hits the diaphragm, it moves a piece inside that coil of wires, and that is what generates the electrical signal. The difference between that and a condenser microphone uses a capacitor. So a capacitor has two plates. So what's happening here is you have a positive current on a flexible diaphragm that is in front of another plate. And as I speak, this vibrates, and the change in the distance between these two plates changes the capacitance, and that is what generates the signal. Now, in a condenser microphone, you have to use phantom power, which is 48 volts. That's a lot of power, and we're not going to get that from the Arduino. So instead, we use the electret microphone because this piece is replaced by a ferroelectric material. And that just means that it has a permanent charge. So we don't have to actually power it. And this will pretty much last forever. So now that you know how a basic microphone works, let's talk about what else is on this PCB board. So first of all, you have a variable resistor, and this helps you change the gain. So if I'm getting too much of a signal, if it's clipping and sounding staticky, I can turn this down. If I can't hear it, then I can turn this up. There are a couple of pins on here also. So there is an analog output pin, which will give you the full signal. There's also power and ground to this. And then there is a digital pin. Now that digital pin is basically just sensing whether or not that this microphone is picking up any sound. And so it's just going to send a high or a low signal back to the Arduino. So if you just want to know if there's some sound at all, then you can use your digital output and you'll just get a high-low signal. If you need the full signal, you're going to use that sound and you're going to amplify it, then you can use the analog output. And that is how a microphone works.
Well, I hope you learned something new. You can find more component videos and tutorials at www.creationcrate.com/classroom or ask our Facebook Messenger bot.